Let's begin in Karnataka. After a week of drama and politics, Congress MLAs have now left the Eagleton resort after holding a series of meetings with the leader of their party in the Legislative Assembly, former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. The Congress leadership claims that all issues were resolved and they accuse the BJP of trying to destabilize the Karnataka government.
General Secretary met all our MLAs one-to-one and had detailed discussions regarding preparation for Parliament and what are the other issues our MLAs are facing. We are very confident that our government is safe, secure, strong, stable, and we will be able to fight this desperate attempt by BJP to destabilize our government.
Everything is okay. Because of BJP, confusion was there. Now there is no confusion.
Right, some breaking news on the story where we bring you pictures now of the mystery which continues to surround the hospitalization of Congress MLA Anand Singh. There is no clarity on what actually happened yesterday at the resort as the Congress offered multiple versions on Anand Singh's hospital stay. Mirror now has in fact accessed the picture of that MLA inside the hospital. We'll try and bring that to you, but let's go across now to my colleague Srija joining us on the phone line. Srija, we're going to throw up those pictures for our viewers very shortly, but they really tell a story that completely contradicts what the Congress leaders have been saying in the aftermath of this incident, that this was some sort of minor scuffle, or it may have been this MLA slipped, and all other bizarre sorts of explanations that they've offered.
Well, clearly, Viren, initially we saw how, in fact, the Congress MLAs were trying to save the face of the party by saying that there was no such brawl that took place at Eagleton Resort. But clearly, we see Congress legislator Ganesh, who had allegedly hit MLA Anand Singh with a bottle. Clearly, we see everyone has denied any such allegations of brawl at Eagleton Resort. But however, the medical report has revealed severe injuries on his face, eye and chest, and apart from that, these are the first pictures that we are getting from Apollo Hospital. Going by the picture, we can understand that he has suffered a black eye, and then apart from that, nasal injury, blood clots also is what the medical report suggests. So it remains to be seen like what really transpired, especially at the Eagleton Resort, considering the fact that including DK Shivkumar refuting the claim as far as the brawl is concerned, and also maintaining that he had to be rushed to the hospital because he suffered a discomfort in his chest. But remember, even now the BJP has jumped and grabbed the opportunity of blaming the Congress that there is infighting within the party. And right now, the Congress is trying to cover up that by saying that he just fell and received injuries.
No, Srija, the pictures that we're showing our viewers right now are really telling, because you can see the amount of damage that's done to Anand Singh's right eye. You can see it's got a black eye, as you rightly pointed out, aside from the medical report, which also goes into great detail. But is the Congress still sticking by its version? Because clearly both those are not, they're not aligned. They completely contradict each other, the Congress version and the medical report and the pictures of Anand Singh that we're seeing now.
Well, remember, Viren, we have to concentrate on the fact that Anand Singh's family members were kept in the dark. Initially, only later they were informed. But now we also hear that his family members are not ready to take any legal course as far as this case is concerned. Yes, of course, just like you pointed out, that Congress continues to maintain the stand. In fact, whatever they did mention, in fact, not just DK Shivkumar, but also Zamir Ahmed and Rizwan Arshad, they continue to maintain their stand by saying that, yes, there was no scuffle whatsoever between Anand Singh and also Kampli Ganesh, but it was just that they had a minor argument, because remember, even according to Ganesh, even he suffered injuries, but that is not visible whatsoever as far as MLA Anand Singh is concerned. But if you're really going by the picture, what we are getting from especially Apollo Hospital, you can see that he has been actually seriously injured and has been taking treatment since yesterday morning.
Right, and Sriya, let's also run through some of what was said in that medical report that we have accessed here at Mirror Now, which talk about the nature of the injuries that Anand Singh actually suffered. Can you please explain to us what those injuries were, what that medical report actually says?
Well, as far as the medical report from Apollo Hospital is concerned, now it says that they received the patient, MLA Anand Singh, with a black eye, and also he had suffered blood.
Shrija, I'm going to have to interrupt you there for just 1 minute because I've got Malvika Avinash of the BJP joining us on the phone line. Ms. Malvika Avinash, thanks so much for speaking to us here on Mirror Now. We're showing our viewers pictures of Anand Singh in the Apollo Hospital. This is, we believe, from a short while ago. We see the nature of the injuries. Do you think the Congress now owes an explanation? Because clearly the versions that they put out, multiple versions, and the pictures and medical report speak for themselves. Both of those are completely contradictory.
Yes, I think the Congress Party president, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, the Home Minister, all of them need to come and tell the people of Karnataka what really happened. These are elected representatives after all. And multiple versions, as you have just said, have come out. There is one minister who says, oh, there was a small quarrel. Another minister who says, no, he just had some, heart ailment and therefore was admitted in the hospital. There is a spokesperson of the Congress party who says he slipped and fell. There is a fourth version that he went for a wedding. Now with these pictures emerging, I think all of these stories really get demolished. These false stories of him slipping or, having chest pain and so on and so forth. It visibly appears that he was injured. Why was he injured? How was he injured? Was there a drunken brawl? And why so? In the resort in which the Congress party was supposed to be discussing the state's drought situation and their own Lok Sabha strategy as claimed. So now I think the Congress party, all its leaders, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, everyone needs to tell the state of Karnataka what his MLAs are up to.
Right, and Ms. Malvika Avinash, also the people of Karnataka as well as are owed an explanation here because, as you said, this is an elected representative, not just somebody, who doesn't matter, because ultimately it's the people who voted this man to power, and whatever side of the political spectrum, of course, he may be on, his constituents at least deserve an answer about what happened here.
Totally, because initially they were all, coming up with multiple stories and narrating different, perhaps imagined situations. Now there is one medico-legal report that all of us have seen, which clearly claims that yes, the man indeed is Anand Singh. Yes, indeed, he was injured and he had a black eye and so on and so forth. And then there is if you look at the medical legal report, if you were to examine it, there is a thumb impression, which means he was in such a condition when he was admitted that he perhaps could not put his signature. And there has to be a police complaint now. There has to be a suo motu complaint. Who is the attacker? Who beat him up this badly? All of that has to come out now.
Right. Yeah, let's see if I've got Srija with us as well, because you alluded to the medical report and I was asking Srija about that. Srija, I had to cut you off when Malvika Avinash joined us on the phone line. But if you can take our viewers through some of what that medical report actually said, because it's important that we point that out for our viewers.
Well, we see that Anand Singh, according to the medical report, as far as Apollo is concerned, says that they received the patient with alleged history of traumatic injury. This is at around 7 a.m. is what they are telling at Eagleton Resort, and they're very being clear that he received these injuries to his face, left chest, and also on his head at the time when he was at Eagleton Resort. He has also sustained the injury to especially black eye and then nasal blood clots. So these are the descriptions which have been given by the medical legal registrar. Apart from that, he suffered tenderness. Now this is what they're clearly saying. And onto his left chest, he has suffered less traumatic injury to the head as well. So these are the details which they have put it out, especially on the medical report, which clearly suggests that this was just not a minor argument, but looks like it was really a brawl which took place at Eagleton Resort. But remember, right now Congress is at the spot to save their face, and that is exactly the reason why we see Anand Singh, who's not in a position to speak or give a statement. His family members are also not ready to take a legal course of action. So we will have to wait and watch what really transpired. As far as Dinesh Gundurao also did claim by saying that they will come out and address the media as far as this particular incident is concerned.
Right. Thanks, Srija, for joining us. And thank you, Malvika Avinash of the BJP, for joining us on the phone line. One thing is absolutely clear. The Congress cannot deny the brawl angle anymore. They owe an explanation to the people of Karnataka and to the constituents who voted for Anand Singh, who's now in the hospital. You can see the pictures of the damage that was done to him after the incident at the Eagleton resort, where the Congress MLAs were staying for the last few days.